Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of the worst team for Pokemon Red and Blue. Last time we took on Lieutenant Surge. We got the Thunder Badge, got Thunderbolts. Was it the last episode that we beat Blue in the SSN? I know I just recorded this yesterday, which was on Wednesday, September 27th, but my mind's kind of foggy. I do know for a fact that today, we're going to be making our way down to Rock Tunnel. And before we go to Rock Tunnel, as I told you guys in the last episode, even though I've been playing Pokemon for a long time, I am definitely still not the greatest when it comes to navigating through Rock Tunnel. I kid you guys not, I've been playing this game for a long time and I still need Flash to get through Rock Tunnel. I mean, like, I've done Rock Tunnel before in Fire Red and Leaf Green, but in Pokemon Red and Blue, it's like I don't know, maybe I could make it through Pokemon Red and Blue. You know, maybe I'll actually give that a try. Maybe I'll actually try and get through Red and Blue without having to use Flash. Before we head off to Rock Tunnel, though, I did want to pick up the bike voucher from this guy. We are eventually going to need the bike for Cycling Road. I mean, realistically, like, you really don't need the bike, but I mean, I just like to get the bike for Cycling Road just because. I think it's kind of necessary. I feel like just going through any Pokemon game without the bike is kind of just like a Pokemon sin. But I mean, you don't actually need the bike to progress. Like, you can actually go, like, through Lavender Town and go take the long route around. Yeah, you don't need the bike on site. No, you actually do not need the bike in Pokemon Red and Blue. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know, but I'm like 90% sure that you actually do not need the bike to actually get through the game. But before I actually head down into Rock Tunnel, I have one more thing to do really, really fast. There you go. That was literally what I was looking for. We're going to capture a Bellsprout. And I am going to teach this thing Cut, Flash. Now, usually in my playthroughs, a Paris is usually the perfect job, you know, for doing that. However, because Paris is actually on my team, hope my mic isn't shaking you guys hear all the boop 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 noises. I'm recording in a new spot. You guys might notice that the mic actually sounds a little bit different. I'm actually currently laying down on my bed because I figured out a way to be able to lay down and record. And let me tell you, it is pretty freaking cool. I sit at an office desk all day for editing and whatnot, and just the aspect of me having to sit here for any longer recording these episodes, and I mean, like, I'm not saying at all that I think that recording these episodes is a chore, because I really, really enjoy them. But if I can lay down and record, like how I stream, that's even better. You guys might also hear my fan. It's pretty hot in here. I don't think it's going to be too distracting. I can also, like, you know, figure out the audio situation and stuff like that, and make sure everything sounds good. I hope that there isn't, like, too much, like, shaking and stuff, though, from the mic. Because, like, while I'm talking, the mic kind of is shaking up and down. I really, really do hope that it isn't, like, shaking too badly. I'm gonna be kind of ticked off if like, all I hear, like, halfway through my recording is just boop, 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 boop. So, I need to go pick up Flash from, was it Route 3? And we gotta make it through Diglett's Cave. Diglett's Cave is such a pain in the butt. The one thing I hate about Diglett's Cave is that every time, like, you run into a Diglett, like, even though Arena Trap doesn't exist in Generation 1, it's just the aspect that they're so fast, and, like, you can't outspeed them, especially if you run into, like, a Dugtrio, and, like, you can't run away. If you're doing a Nuzlocke in Kanto, like, this could be your death trap. I'm actually gonna go check how the recording... Whoa, okay, never mind. I ran into something. Actually, yeah, you're Diglett. Alright, real quickly, I'm actually gonna go check the recording real fast, just to see, like, there's not, like, any shaking and stuff, so... I will be right back. I'm just gonna double check things real quick, just to make sure everything sounds good. Okay, I am back, and everything on the mic actually sounded pretty... wait, never mind. My mouse is in the shot. Damn it, now I have to get back up again. Okay. Mouse is out of the shot. Yeah, that's the thing, what I hate about Diglett's Cave is that if you don't have a fast Pokemon out in front, you are going to... In a sense, like, you will get Arena Trap because Dugtrio and Diglett are already fast, like, on their own. And these little guys have, like, a really, really high speed stat. I actually forget off the top of my head how fast Diglett and Dugtrio are. I do know that they are decently fast, though. And if you have, like, a slow Pokemon, you're not going to be able to run away as easily. But, yeah, I figured out a way on how to lounge back and record, and it's pretty cool. I can actually show you guys an image of like what it actually looks like. It's pretty. It looks silly and a little bit I don't know, just like a little bit interesting. But I mean, you know what? Like, it works. And the fact that I don't have to, you know, sit down in the office chair and record these, like, you know, for like 45 minutes to an hour at a time is honestly so much better. I love the fact that I can, like, lay down and game and stuff like that. I also picked up a, right now I'm using my Xbox Series X controller on the, for this emulator. And I found an Xbox controller, like, receiver, like, for USB on Amazon. And it has just been like, I've been able to like lounge and game. Like, I'm basically like playing on an Xbox right now with my PC. And to me, that's pretty cool because I never really even used my PC for gaming. I've only really ever used it for editing purposes and work purposes only. Obviously, I feel like any kind of computer can, you know, run stuff like Visual Bot. Like, you could have like the crappiest laptop, oh, you need to give me HM05. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I can caught 11 kinds of Pokemon. Wait, I don't have room for... Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot. This is Generation 1. Stupid Generation 1 storage. You know what? Buy it. I'll probably only get like $5 for anyway. Don't toss away Bide. And whatever, dude. Right now, the mic I'm using is actually the old mic I used to record on for Mystic Umbreon videos. It's the Audio-Technica AT2020. And the mic that I use for like recording videos and stuff like that is, I think, the Shure MV07 or something like that, I think is honestly what it's called, but I do not know the name off the top of my head. Oh, wait, Bellsprout can't learn Flash? Are you serious? Okay, well, whatever. For whatever reason, Bellsprout can't learn Flash. I thought Bellsprout could learn Flash. Okay, well. Fungi actually can't learn Flash. I know I think I'm almost positive Fungi can learn Flash in Generation 3. And this is why Generation 3 is better, guys. In so many ways. Generation 1 just sucks. In a lot of ways. Anyways, before we continue this little conversation, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut until I get back to Cerulean City, and we're on our way to Rock Tunnel, so I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Okay, I am back, and we are about to set off on, I actually forgot what the name of the route is on this, and I don't think I did, I did pick up the town map, I wasn't sure. Okay, so this is Route 9, and then, I'm not sure if in Pokemon Red and Blue you can actually fly to the Pokemon Center on Route 10, like right before Rock Tunnel. I know for a fact in Fire Red and Leaf Green you can. I don't know if you can here though. I think in Fire Red and Leaf Green you can fly here. I mean, it's just, I don't remember the fly locations, dude. And I know I've played through Fire Red and Leaf Green so many times. You guys have seen it. You guys have seen me do Fire Red and Leaf Green playthroughs in the past. If you remember Mystic Zora and me doing the best team playthrough, I did the best team for Kanto like 2 times. Got my coffee here too. Do you guys like your coffee iced or warm? I actually never really used to drink coffee like a lot, but now since I've been like waking up like earlier and stuff like that, coffee just helps get me up in the morning. I got a Keurig in our kitchen. Keurigs are honestly like a godsend. I love Keurigs to death. But yeah, Rock Tunnel is definitely one of the most tedious places to go to in all Pokemon. It's not so much that like I struggle with it. It's just we have to go. I mean, think about it like this, right? We have to go all the way around. I'm actually gonna switch train as well while we're here. But you have to go all the way around up to Cerulean City, through Route 9 and Route 10, through Rock Tunnel, and then to Lavender Town. You literally can't get to Lavender Town right away because there's a guy up there that's like, I'm thirsty. I don't feel like letting you out of the way because I'm a pain in the butt, and I like to block off. So it's like anyone that wants to go through Lavender Town, either you have to buy this guy a drink or you have to go all the way around. And guess what? The nearest vending machines are all the way in Celadon City, so it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'll just go to the Vermilion Mart and go pick you up something. Oh, sorry, dude, I'm gonna be an even bigger jerk. Block off the way to Celadon City, so now you have to go all the way around to buy me a drink. I mean, like, just like, how does that even work? Like, how are other people supposed to get to Lavender Town? Or Saffron City? Like, you're gonna make them hike around a mountain? What if the person's, like, in a wheelchair? Are you gonna be like, yeah, sorry, like, I can't let you through because I'm thirsty. Go hike through Rock Tunnel in your wheelchair. Like, do you see, like, how much these guys are just, like, jerk faces? I mean, come on, really. That really grinds my gears. Sometimes Pokemon logic just doesn't make any kind of sense. It's like, how are you supposed to get through Rock Tunnel if this guy's just gonna sit there and just block off the way? Like really? Like, you're gonna do that? Like, man, like, what a jerk. Pokemon logic really just blows me away sometimes. I'm gonna cut to when we heal and I'll be right back. Okay, so off screen I went to go buy... I already had super potions. I bought potions, I bought repels, and I bought some antidotes. This will hold us off going through Rock Tunnel, I'm almost positive. Rock Tunnel can be kind of a pain in the butt. There's actually a hiker over here. That hiker might pose an issue. Maybe, I don't know. I really hate the fact that I have to use Paris, but I mean, this is a worst team playthrough. You guys have heard me rant about this for a long while. I actually forget what level Paris actually evolves into Paris. I want to say level 25. Of course we have no more room for items, because this generation freaking sucks. What TM is this? Bubble Beam. Actually, yeah, let's teach, let's actually teach some of our team members some TMs real quick. I'm going to get rid of Water Gun for Bubble Beam. And we also have a Thunderbolt as well that I can go ahead and teach. Yeah, let's do that. First off, Dig. I technically should have taught Dig to Raticate against Lieutenant Surge, but we really didn't need Dig going up against Lieutenant Surge. It was actually kind of... Lieutenant Surge was actually kind of a joke. And I think we have one more team. I think we have Thunderbolt. Yeah, let's teach Thunderbolt to Diva. Get rid of Pound. Yeah, that'll be good. Do we like do I have any decent TMs I can give to Paris? Thunderwave. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Rest is definitely not going to cut it. I could teach it Cut, but Cut's kind of bad. What's TM30? Usually in Fire Red and Leaf Green, this is usually Aerial Ace. Teleport, yeah. This ain't Gen 9, bud. So Teleport's kind of ass here. I'm actually just going to keep Sleeper up front. I literally had, like, no other nicknames to give the Sleeper. Like, I Googled that for at least, like, 10 minutes, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out, like, what names... Drowsy's just a meme Pokemon in its own right. Drowsy's just a weird Pokemon in general. Like, there are actually some really weird episodes of the Pokemon anime where, like, Drowsy and Hypno are like, really prominent in. I don't know if you guys remember the episode in the Pokemon anime. This is, like, in, like, the OG days. Where, those kids, like, go missing. And... it's like Hypno basically like put the town. It's like the Hypno was using like all these weird sleep waves and stuff like that. All these people were hypnotized. You guys know exactly what episode I'm talking about. I'm sure like the majority of you guys watching are like shaking your heads right now going like, yeah, we know what you're talking about. It was the episode where like these kids get hypnotized, and they were like these guys were, I think it was like in Celadon City, and it was called the Pokemon Lovers Club, and like these Pokemon fans just utterly loved Hypno, and it's just like, how in the hell do you love Hypno? Hypno is such a weird Pokemon to like. Like, if your favorite Pokemon is Hypno, then I'm sorry, like that's just weird as hell. Like that's, why would your favorite Pokemon be Hypno? The Pokemon's just weird. But these kids had like this they were like hypnotized. They were like acting like Seal. One of these kids was, I think, like a Magikarp splashing around like in the dirt. It's like, what the hell? Early Pokemon is so weird, man. So weird. Actually, you know, it was Misty that was actually clapping her hands like a seal. One of them was like a Bulbasaur. She was on all fours making Bulbasaur sound effects. Officer Jenny was doing like a really crappy job of like in investigating it all. It was so dumb. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go have these 10-year-old kids do our work for us. Like, I just laugh because Pokemon's like, yeah, well, let's go have the 10-year-old kids solve everything for us. Children doing the police's work. You love to see it. And then there was another episode, actually, before I get into that, the Drowsy, actually, the Drowsy sleep waves actually, like, reverse the effects of the Hypno sleep waves. It was so weird. The Pokemon anime is just, it's a trip. But the Drowsy actually saved the day for whatever reason. Hella weird, dude. Hella weird, honestly. And there was another episode of the Pokemon Orange Islands anime, where I think it was Butch and Cassidy, or Cassidy and Biff, as the meme always says about Butch, where Drowsy and actually where I think it was it Drowsy? Yeah, actually Drowsy was actually the bad guy in the Pokemon anime, and Drowsy actually like just hypnotized a bunch of Pokemon, and yeah, Pikachu basically turned into like it was really mean to Ash. It shocked him, and Drowsy basically hypnotized all these Pokemon in the doing all of its like dirty work for Butch and Cassidy and stuff like that. Like, Drowsy really is like a criminal Pokemon. Like, I think it was by Drogain. But if you're watching my Let's Play for whatever reason, if you are, like, hey, cool. But on Drogain, like on his community post, he posted something like what Pokemon is like considered like a real like criminal, and one of the choices was Drowsy and Hypno, and I'm sitting there going like shaking my head like, yeah. Like those two Pokemon anime episodes really like demonstrated the fact that Drowsy and Hypno are kind of whack job Pokemon. Yeah, Drowsy and Hypno are honestly just a trip, dude. And honestly, like, yeah, if your favorite Pokemon are Drowsy and Hypno, then yeah, that's just kind of weird. These bug catchers, they have some pretty scary mons, this Beedrill. You wouldn't think that Beedrill would be this scary, but honestly, going up against it with a Paris is pretty scary. Also, I think Poison's actually super effective against Psychic in this gen. I remember using Twin Needle against I don't know. Generation 1 just has so many weird things I forget about. I'm like, I don't play Generation 1 a lot. It's like I think Poison is super effective against Bug here. Yeah, it's really weird. Generation 1 just has like a lot of weird stuff about it, like the criticals being based on critical hit, being based around speed. The Gen 1 AI doing like wacky stuff. Hyper Beam actually like not having to be recharged every time like you actually like knock out an enemy. Gen 1, dude, like in a nutshell, Gen 1 is just crazy. Please don't kill. Can I get through this without having my Pokemon KO'd? Of course you hit 5 times. Yep, of course you hit 5 times. Because why not, right? Of course you hit 5 times. You love to see it. Pokemon, the bullshit luck game that we play. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go heal again. What a total waste of time. Shut your bug trainer ass up. Okay, Pokemon are healed now. Generation 1 can go suck a Costco hot dog, and Costco hot dogs are actually delicious, by the way. Costco's actually bomb, man. Yeah, damn, dude. The moment I bring up Costco hot dogs, I'm like, now I feel like DoorDashing something for lunch. DoorDash is expensive though, dude. Like, with one of the credit cards I have, I get $10 of Uber Cash a month, and I do use that on Uber Eats. Justine, if you're watching this, you might be. If you are, comment down below. You DoorDash McDonald's a lot, and I know that I don't know if McDonald's actually charges like delivery fee, but I recently got Uber One, and it's kind of nice because you do save some cash, but DoorDash just charges you so much money. It's like outrageous. Like you have to tip the person. I mean, like, if you do like do DoorDash, you know, like for a living, like I'm just saying, like, tipping like costs a lot. I tip like I have like a decent rate. Like I tip between 15 to 20%, and I get it. Like people have this like for like their main job. And it's not even so much like the tipping I have an issue with. It's just Uber Eats and DoorDash like just charge up the ass for like delivery fee, the extra taxes and stuff like that. Like if they didn't charge like all the extra stuff, like I would have like, you know, I would definitely do it like a hell of a lot more often, but I actually I have no issues tipping at like a decent rate. Like I said, I tip between like 15 to 20%. And if you do DoorDash and Uber Eats like for full time, good for you. I heard like you can actually do pretty freaking well at that. I knew a buddy, he was bringing in some pretty fat cash doing it, so it's kind of nice too, because with Uber Eats and stuff like that, like you are self-employed, like you are in charge of your own hours. And that's actually kind of what I really like about doing like DoorDash and stuff like that, is you are your own boss. Like you can work whenever you choose to. And I've actually done it a couple times on the side, and I did pretty well with it. The only thing I didn't really like about doing Uber Eats was just the fact that I had to do apartment buildings, and apartment buildings are kind of a pain in the butt to kind of like navigate around. It's like I had to like text the person. I'm like, all right, like what apartment like are you in? It's like I'm over here. Like what direction like do I have to go in? It was just a pain in the butt, and I didn't really. That was one of the main reasons why I didn't enjoy doing Uber Eats, was specifically because of the apartments. Apartments are just a pain in the ass to navigate around to begin with anyway. And it's just like I don't like apartments. I've lived in a house my entire life. I've never had to rent. I still live with my parents, and honestly, I'm blessed to have them. But we're actually about to be at Rock Tunnel. We're actually not going to have enough time to get through Rock Tunnel today, but definitely in the next episode, you guys will see me make it through Rock Tunnel. Hopefully, I don't struggle too much. Gen 1's also really weird because that low kick should have actually done neutral damage, because Farfetch'd is normal and flying, but it resisted. Gen 1's just weird with a lot of its mechanics, like I mentioned before. And because, like I said before, I don't play Generation 1 like all the time. Like, I don't memorize like all this stuff. I know like I should, but I just don't. And also, secondly, like I just don't care enough about Generation 1. Generation 1 is actually one of like my least favorite gens, but I like Generation 1 more than I do Generation 8. Generation 1 you can actually excuse for being bad because it's the first gen of Pokemon. All the other gens, it's like, okay, you've had time to improve. I can talk about that at a different time, though, because I've already ranted enough about, like, my disdain for a lot of these other generations. I'm sure you guys are fully well aware of if you've watched any previous parts in this series. I've talked my piece about Generation 8 and how it utterly annoys me and, you know, takes me off. I'm going to battle this trainer real quick. You're level 23. I didn't realize that our Pokemon were actually kind of out-leveled. And I actually did just realize, like, as I'm battling against this Meowth, don't ask me why this came up now of all times, but I realized that I actually left the trainers on the right side. Did I? I actually don't remember. I think I left the trainers unbattled on the right side of Diglett's cave. I mean, it's not a big deal that I did, but I mean, like, taking on Erica, like, isn't going to be too much of an issue because I'm going to have Fly by then anyways. And also just Ducks, because it's a traded mon. Ducks will be able to, has that trade bonus. So that'll help out a lot too. But I forgot that I left like an entire area left of unbattled trainers because I'm usually used to seeing my Pokemon being at least at level 25 or 26 by now. But that also could have to do with because usually when I do playthroughs of Kanto, I usually only have like 3 Mons on my team because a lot of the Mons I usually get in Kanto aren't until after I get out of Rock Tunnel and Celadon City, like for example, like in Evolution. So it actually kind of makes sense why, because I have more Pokemon on the team than my Pokemon are a couple levels below. The only Mon on our team right now that is at the level it should be is Jerry. It's level 25. But as we make it through Rock Tunnel, our Mons will get grinded up on even more, and we'll definitely be ready when it comes to taking on Erica. But with that said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys here. On the next episode, we will go through Rock Tunnel, and hopefully I won't get lost. But with that said, I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a great day.